So I'm waiting on the call from the mechanic lady, right? I'm gonna let y'all hear these negotiation skills. So the actual job itself, we're looking at maybe 30 minutes, an hour. Just come took it off. No, find out what was wrong. That should have been part of the assessment. I was getting charged $85 anyways for that, right? They're showing up minimum of 2 hours. They charge $95 an hour. Bam, bam. So let's just round it up to $300. So go get the parts. Since they started yesterday, they didn't have it. They had to order that. Come back.
Go ahead and fill that out for me.
Oh, okay. Is she gonna call me though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So I gotta fill this out with a card info and all that. So for all that, sorry, Windows is up so y'all can hear me. So for all that, they're gonna charge me 2 hours for. They're gonna try to charge me 2 hours. I'm gonna try to negotiate that down because from the time he left, went back, it was like an hour 25 minutes. When they called me, they said, hey, look, there's nobody got the parts. We have to order, come back tomorrow. So they're going to charge me an hour. Then they're going to charge me an hour that he left the yard to go pick up the tools and come back. So that's where the negotiation is going to be there. And the negotiation is also going to be when he stopped working, which was today. It was at 12, it was like 12:18. It's taking them like 45 minutes to call me for the payment. So I'm trying to see if they're going to try to integrate from the time he got here to the time they called me back to make the payment. So that's why that's where this is gonna be. I guess I'm gonna have to call her ass because she called me once and missed it. So let's see. Yeah, I think I was waiting on you guys to call me back.
Yes, I did call you. Went straight to your voicemail, sir.
Oh yeah, and then so I was talking to your mechanic, so I was like, call me back. Okay, anyways, but I called you back.
Okay, so you're paying with credit card, correct?
Yeah, it's gonna. We're actually a debit card, but the same thing.
Okay. He does have an authorization credit card form that needs to be signed. I have your total.
Which is what?
The damages are $957 with 6 cents.
$957.06, you said?
That is correct.
Okay, so can you break that down for me, please? Like,
Sure.
okay.
So he did go out there yesterday.
Right.
Out there yesterday. That was the call-out fee.
Right.
Parts run, and the time that he was there diagnosing the issue. And then today he went back out there again, took the parts, picked up the parts, and went back to location. So on that one, I didn't charge you a call-out fee. I charged you mileage, just 39 miles on mileage at 135. I can send you the invoice as soon as we're done, so you can have it. And it states everything that was charged on there. It's just the parts that he bought and his time from port to port.
Alright, so how much was the parts again? Cause how much was the physical the fuel line?
That one came out to, give me 1 second. Let me pull that up for you. Give me a second here. It was $133.37, and then he needed some washers. He needed 4 of those, and those came out to $10.20 each.
So the washers were $10 each?
$10.20 each.
For each washers?
Yes, it was 4 of them that he bought.
Okay, all right. Okay, so all right. So So 40, 50. All right, so that pretty much, let's say $200. Okay, now as for the assessment, that was already included in the, because originally you guys said you charge $35 for the assessment and then a minimum of 2 hours to show up or whatever, since I was under 50 miles or whatever it was. So y'all didn't charge by the mile.
The call-out fee. I charged the call-out fee yesterday.
Right. So I was just doing, go ahead.
The minimum of 2 hours.
Right, to show up. And then
he was there looking for parts. He went to 4 different vendors. That's another hour. So that was 4 hours the first day of labor, and then 2 hours today. So that's a total of 6 hours, plus the parts, and plus the call-out fee. And today we charged you mileage, 39 miles of mileage. That is what it is from port to port, from here to there and back.
Right, so you guys do not try to go by address, right? You go from port to port.
Right. That's what I told you yesterday.
Yes, you did. You did tell me that. Okay. Now, the confusion I'm having a little bit is the 2 hours for yesterday for work, because I thought the assessment was already included.
No, I told you yesterday he would have to go and diagnose the problem. And you said, yeah, I already know what the problem is, but I know he still has to diagnose it. So that falls into that.
So
I mentioned it to you.
Which would have been the $85 you guys said, plus the 2 hours of he showing up just for showing up.
Right.
Right, okay, so let's round that up to about 300 yesterday. Now, as for he looking for the tools, when he left, I had a timer from the time he left and the time you guys called me was like 75 minutes to tell me he couldn't find the parts. You guys gonna order and you're gonna have to get another one.
Right.
Right, so why am I getting charged 2 hours for what he did yesterday and 2 hours for the...
Because he was looking for the parts that were needed for your unit. He traveled to 4 different vendors to try to get your part.
I understand that,
and
man.
He went early this morning, and we couldn't get a hold of you, so it's time running.
Right. You called me at 10:17. I called you back at 10:38. And then he said he was on another job, and after he's done, he was going to come back. Did you keep that current? Or are you talking about... Because that's what I'm asking, ma'am. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's satisfactory over here.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Schedule your service today when you speak with a member of our team. Or a few simple clicks at otrfleetservice.com.
They're trying to... Me.
Is your vehicle difficult to start? Have you blown a fuse? Electric problems are all too common in vehicles, particularly when you're dealing with heavy equipment. At OTR, our trained technicians will troubleshoot and diagnose your issue to get to the root cause of the problem. Come visit us at our Dallas, Houston, or San Antonio locations and let us take care of your vehicle service needs.
We all know what summer means.
They want $1,000, right, for what? A leak fuel line? Come on, man. The part was $136. Show up is cool. You know, I'm willing to do like maybe 2 hours. From there back yesterday and come back to work was less than an hour. So come on, trying to fuck me. It's not happening today.
Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio's premier truck trailer.
She's probably calling old boy and be like, hey, what did you tell him and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm trying to negotiate. I bet that's exactly what's going on right now. She's calling his ass right now. Yes, ma'am. I'm still here.
Okay, so let me go over the charges with you one more time just to make sure we're on the right page here. So you do have an hour diag from yesterday.
Right, which, right,
An hour to look for the parts,
okay.
get it ordered, and then this morning there's an hour for the parts run, which is 3 hours, and then the drive time for both days.
Which is included in he showing up and then the assessment I thought.
Right.
Okay.
Did you
I'm trying
get
to
that paperwork?
negotiate, man. No, it's right here. Sorry, she's still on the phone with me. I'm trying to negotiate right now. I got the paperwork right there.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. All right, man. Sorry, ma'am. Go ahead. Right. So the show up.
Labor into it this morning.
Okay. Okay. Right. The label and the hour. The assessment is including the 300. Well, I round up to 300. Technically, it'll be like 2 something. Right. So that's part of the assessment or the diagnostics. So why you charge me extra for the diagnosis? I thought I was already in there. In that roundup of the 260. And then he came, he saw the part he needed, then he went to find the parts, which that one makes sense. I guess an hour, even though, from the time he left and when I got the call, you're trying to charge me 2 hours for that. It was not 2 hours for that. Like from the time, because I had the timer when he left, then you guys called me, be like, hey, we can't find the part today. We're going to have to pick it up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, as a businessman, I guess, charging me an hour for that would be fine, but not 2 hours.
For the looking for the parts, or
Yes, ma'am. For looking for the part. Like, sorry, I just got a work done that was like 6 hours in shop intensive stuff, and it was equals to what you're trying to, like, what you guys are trying to get me to pay right now. I understand you have to order stuff, but it just seemed a little bit stiff.
Let me get with my manager. 1 moment.
Yes, ma'am.
At OTR, our trained technicians will troubleshoot and diagnose your issue to get to the root cause of the problem. Come visit us at our Dallas, Houston, or San Antonio locations and let us take care of your vehicle service needs.
We all know what summer means to heat, and winter temperatures sometimes aren't much better. Our air conditioning and auxiliary power unit maintenance services will keep you comfortably cool all year round. Be sure to ask about our climate control repair services when you speak with a team member, or learn more at otrfleetservice.com.
Right. You got to negotiate for this money. Got to negotiate for this money. But at the end of the day, man, the guy is really cool.
Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio.
So I just want you to know I'm giving her some hard time or whatever. So she told me to hold on. It was like 900 and something. So I was trying to get her to kind of break it down.
Yeah.
I know you told me what it is, but I'm trying to see, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get her to break it down what she charged me $900 for. Because I think because originally when I called, you called me back the first time was around 3 something, and that was including the assessment. That's what she told me. 85 for you to figure out what's wrong. And then, but she want to charge me 2 hours yesterday when you went to look for the parts. And then she also want to charge me an hour of you going and picking it up and bringing here. And then
Should only be the 2 hours.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what.
She'll get it fixed.
So just let you know that's why.
And everything's automated. We punch a bunch of numbers in,
Right.
and the system, they break everything down for us.
Okay. All right, man. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I did talk to my manager. The best that she could do is knock off half an hour, and we'll split it with you. Your total now comes to $905.76
Like knocking off half an hour on what? The label, the driving, or what?
on the part
Half an hour on the parts run. Okay, so that would bring it down to what, an hour and a half of what?
576.
I know, but so the total part run, you guys would bring it down to an hour and a half instead of.
No, it was an hour.
Okay.
And she's just gonna charge you half an hour for the parts run.
Okay, on both days or just today?
Just on today.
Just on today. Okay.
Yeah, because he did go out there this morning. We're not charging you for that. And for him to go back over there when you were headed that way. So we're not charging you that time in the morning, this morning.
Okay.
So I think that's fair enough for both of us.
Yeah, on the parts run, it does sound fair enough because I'm thinking, like I said, for yesterday, I can understand, businessman 1 hour, he was searching and all that. But today, I'm like, damn. Okay, now, so, and for the labor today, you guys charged me 2 hours for the labor today?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
That's correct.
okay, now, you see, that is where we might have to talk about that too. Because after he got here, it was like an hour late. We were actually done. It took you about 40-something minutes to get back with me after he was done. So we were actually waiting on you to call me with the paperwork. So he was done around like what, like 12:20, 12:25?
Yeah, that's the time he texted me. I was doing paperwork, so.
Right, so it looks like, because when I missed your call at 10:30, at 10:17, and then, that was when he had already left, and then he went and do his thing, then he came back and left out close to like 10, 11, I think it was like 11:05 or something like that, and then we were done, like literally. He put the part, bam, 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 bada, boom, bada, it was done. So I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay.
Before 10 o'clock, he was there.
Huh?
Before 10, he was there. So he waited up to.
I got called at 10:17 when he was here, and
I texted him at 10:38 to turn around because that's when I talked to you. So
right.
40 minutes. When he waited there. So that's what he took when he went back there and he had to install the part. So that is a 2-hour labor.
When he came to when he came to my truck originally, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the best I can do. I can't do.
Okay,
I can't give.
Cause I'm trying. The first phone call I got from you saying he was on the way was at 10:17. So I don't know how that was 40-something minutes. And then you called me back at 10:38. That's when you talked to me, and then at that time he was already gone. And then so.
So what are you questioning?
I'm questioning if you charge me a continuation of from the time he came the first time, left, when they did another job and came back. Are you charging me?
I'm not charging you that time. I'm not charging you that time. I'm charging you 2 hours from yesterday and 2 hours from today. And that is including the parts run, that is including the labor, the call-out fee.
Right, okay. Well, I guess my problem would be the 2-hour labor today because an hour is like great. Even because, I don't know, man. Well, I do know that's just where I have a question about is why you're charging 2 hours labor today. I know he showed up, so that's fine. That's fine, but he wasn't on site the whole time. He left and came back and did, something else, came back. But you continue. From the time he came back, fixed my truck, max is like 25 minutes, which is fine. He's a great guy. I love the man. Good personality, by the way. Y'all give him a raise or something. Great at his job. But,
let me have you talk to my chief manager and see what she wants to do.
all right, man. All right. I'm sorry for giving you a hard time. I'm just trying to save some money too. Freights are low. So I'm trying to save some money too.
That's fine.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Of your fleet, using onboard diagnostic systems and skilled technicians will inspect and repair your engine, electrical systems, suspension, and
Not today.
First time. Ask about our wide
Not
range of diagnostics.
today. Y'all better learn how to negotiate, man. They did trying to charge me 2 hours for this man coming. I wasn't here. He left. He went and did another job, right?
When maintaining.
He went and do another job. I guess I got forwarded to you, ma'am.
You did.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me explain to you how our billing works, because our guys are paid port to port. That means when they leave here, our shop, and drive to you, they get that drive time.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it takes us 30 minutes to get to Pasadena, then you get that 30 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it's, and then the drive time back. So that's an hour right there just for us to drive over there to your location.
Okay.
Then there's an hour for the repairs. So
Okay.
that's how we're coming up with the 2 hours.
Okay. Well, she was telling me you guys are charging me 2 hours for labor, and then she said you guys were gonna drop like 30 minutes off the part he took to go get his part this morning, but she was charging me 2 hours for the labor.
We're actually going to bill you a total of 7 hours for everything that we've gotten into it. We dropped off an hour for this morning, so that drops you down to 6 hours.
Right.
I've dropped it now down to 5.5, and that's about as low as I'm going to go in regards to everything that we have into it right now. Because we made an hour trip over there this morning for nothing that we're not charging you for. So, I mean, at this point, that's the best I can do on labor and parts.
Okay, so that brings my total.
And actually, technically, the labor is still running because my technician is still sitting there, and we haven't collected, and he's still not released. So, technically, I do charge for the time that he sits and until we collect.
Yeah, that is.
And I haven't added anything into the bill yet.
Okay, I appreciate you, doing that. It's we had to wait on the phone calls for like 40 minutes though. So, but I appreciate that, man. All right, so I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, and just like I told her, usually I pay bills with no question, but freight has been low, so I'm trying to make sure I get everything broken down. Understand that makes sense. So I'm not trying to give you a hard time or nothing.
Everything makes sense now? Well, you're
Okay.
on everything?
I mean, for 5 hours, that ain't bad. That's what you said, right? 5 or something like that?
5.5 hours, yes, sir.
Okay, so what did that bring my totals to, if you don't mind?
It's the total she gave you the last, the 903. 905.76 is the best I can do at this point.
905.76. Man, I didn't get no grease or nothing, huh? Alright. I gave you a hard enough time. So I guess. Yeah, alright.
Okay, let me get you back over to her.
Hold on though. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I do like I said, I'm not trying to give you an unnecessary hard time. I appreciate it. Just I wanted to make sure things make sense. I didn't, because I just came out the shop where they did like everything, and it was exactly the same price. Like, I mean, I got my sensors, I got oil change, filters, and everything. So I'm like, damn, just for a fuel line, $900. That seemed kind of stiff. So that's why I was.
You're talking a service call.
Right.
It wasn't just a simple service call because we couldn't get the parts.
Right.
And then we had to go back the second day. So unfortunately, that doesn't fall back on us because we can't get the parts.
Okay. And just to clarify, the little continuation thing, you guys ain't charging me for the continuation, right?
At the moment, I haven't, as long as I get collected in the next, 5-10 minutes.
All right, because I was about to say, when he came, he left, went to another job, then came back. So that's.
You didn't get charged for any of that, sir. The other customer got charged to their time for those.
Okay.
Again, I didn't charge you for this morning for him driving over there.
All right, man.
Alrighty. Do you want to talk to Teresa again real quick?
I mean, yeah, whoever's next, yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
Hold on. Alright, hold on. When maintained properly, your equipment is more dependable and will last longer. My downtime. Yes, sir.
All right, we talked. She said y'all gonna give it to me for free.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Nah, I think she said like 905 or something like that. So I guess, I mean.
905.76.
I said that again. 90 what?
905.
Okay.
76 cents.
Okay, man, y'all really need that 76 cents?
Yes, sir, we do.
All right, how do we do this?
So sign the credit card authorization form he gave you,
Okay.
and he's gonna email it to me, and we're gonna run the credit card as soon as it clears. You can give me an email, or you can give it to him, and we'll send you over the invoice.
Okay, so I gotta write that. Like, I mean, you guys take care of your record pretty good, right? I don't want my info stolen or nothing.
No. We take care. We don't give out any information.
All right. If I wake up broke tomorrow, it's on y'all. But I'll take care of it. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that is how you get some money dropped off y'all, ladies and gentlemen.